What else could be said? Should they buy their own guns? They already get paid. It's like they could spend their paycheck on a gun or a PS5 for their kids. And it's them. It's because they're white. It's because they're white. Somebody says, I kick him out of the bar. You kick him out of the bar? He played the songs. One of my buddies says, like, what? He played the songs. It's because they're white, man. It's because they're white. It's like, why do they get away with it? Why, Russia? Why are you reluctant about telling them something? Because they're white. Because Americans are white. That's why. Russia wouldn't even tell them much of anything. Not actually, because they're white. Because they're fucking white. Why do you play the songs? Who are you talking to? What is he talking about? Those people, man. They got some reasons. They got some reasons about some shit. No, they don't. Not at all. They don't fucking understand a fucking thing. Not at all. So they've got the jobs, bud. They've got the jobs. Me and my buddies are sitting back in the fucking bar. In the pool hall, bud. They've got the jobs, though, huh? Yay, America. Wow. Was that phrase something about droids or something? They should buy their own guns, man. The pigs should buy their own guns. They whine to the president. They want guns. They already get paid for that bullshit, bud. They should buy their own guns. Hair of the beast that bit me. What is he talking about? Uh, Science. Science. Yep. Sanction of community and environment. Why is there a coronavirus if it's a naturally occurrent virus, which it might be a naturally occurrent virus? Why is there a coronavirus? Same reason there was a black plague, bud. The same reason there was a black plague, in fact. Really? You want to explain that to a bunch of retards? I'll explain it amidst a bunch of retards. How about that? All right. Biological materials out of balance. Nature would kill a bunch of white people. Nature would kill humanity. Nature would kill humans without the animals. Nature would definitely kill humans without the animals. Biological materials, you dum-dums. God damn. I had to borrow money for beer. They've got the jobs, really sort of telling. Why don't people tell America about it? Because they're white. Because they're white, bud. For a little clue. Because they're white. I'm right. I'm right. I'm right. I don't even need to explain it to any of my friendly types, not at all. So I'm right. Sort of interesting. Most days I awake and I get up and go get coffee and I sit at my desk and I work all day long until I go to sleep. And I sleep and I wake. I get up, I go get coffee, and I work all day long. Right here. Yeah. I'm a workaholic, in fact. Yeah. To make a point upon this planet amidst those Gaians, are you serious? But to make a point for the Mayans and the Negroes, yeah, I'll include the Negroes as well. To make a point for them amidst those white people, goddamn, dude, I've got to outdo all of them. Amidst making a point, amidst making a reasonable point, I've got to prove myself smarter than the CIA and smarter than NASA. Somehow or other. As smart? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. And amidst the population, sort of practical about it all, dude, I'm going to make them look fucking retarded. To make a point. Because I'm a savage. Final word, said America. Final word, they're savages. How many white people does it take to fucking buck themselves up the ass? How many people are talking about what? Who the fuck cares, huh? Who the fuck cares? How many people are talking about what? Who Who the fuck cares? I met all sorts of different types of people. They're not all my friendly types, not at all. Who the fuck cares? They don't want to move. They don't want to move. Does pigs want to whine? Want America to give them money for guns? Guess what? They're about to lose their gun rights. Matter of fact, I can see that. All of them. All of them. Those pigs trustworthy? Not at all, buds. Not at all. I mean it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What could you explain to a bunch of fucking retards if they think that they're going to get away with it? If they think that they're going to get away with it with the decisions that they make, who could explain to a bunch of fucking retards, bud? America got took over. Part of what's going on already. America got took out. Sort of. Yeah. America's going to get bamboozled, bud. America got bit. Yeah. They already get paid, and then they whine that the government should give them money for guns. Lead by example. They should buy their own goddamn guns. They already got paid for that bullshit. Are they trustworthy? They're not trustworthy. Not at all. They ain't no fucking joke. Not at all. Are they? They ain't smart. Not at all. In grade school, everybody was wearing kicking Converse All Stars. Everybody was. Everybody. I was the only kid in Sunset Elementary that had camouflage on All Stars, bud. I had some camo All Stars. That ain't no joke. Not at all. Y'all are fucking fucked off wrong. I thought, goddamn, maybe their smart people are fucking dumb. Little kid. Thought maybe your smart people are fucking dumb. So yeah, most days, sit here at my desk. All day long I get up, get a cup of coffee, return to my desk, I sit, study. Uh-huh. Well, alright, for the for the recent 4 years, I've actually been writing a lot. So I'm like 43 years old, man. And when I'm finished, but I mean, sometimes I have a lot of fun. I really do. I have a lot of fun. I listen to music while I'm working. I listen to music while I'm studying, bud. Sometimes classical music, sometimes jazz, sometimes, yeah, okay, all right. And yeah, I mean, different people are different, though, huh? All right. The point? mean, it's the context of things and priorities and what's important. Yeah. Though, hmm? I like my friendly types. They're cool people, man. They're smart. They understand. I don't even need to explain. Not at all. They're just cool. I would figure that they understand some things, man. I say some things and they're like, yeah, I don't need to explain. Not at all. Like, they got the point. It's like, I don't always confess myself a mathematical genius. Not actually. So if there were a droid invasion, I'd want my droids to have guns. And what that implies, though, it implies Linux. It implies small businesses. And so forth. People think that's cool. My friends, okay, it's not like poof. We were outside of the bar. We walked in the door. Not at all. Okay, my friendly types, they were aware of things. Yeah, I spend a lot of time alone now. I'm an older guy. The fucked off things about America, and yeah, it's not. It's sort of not like Britain. Not actually. We don't have like a guys' night out sort of thing. Not actually. Uh, no, it's America, is what they say. I've had various close friends that, yeah, they really would push me on. They met me. I was studious back then. I was studious back then. Okay, and they were really, really smart. Mm-mm. They pushed me off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Some of them, then Emerson said about seeing his friend again or whatever. Go away. Work on things, but I miss some of my friends quite a lot. Cool people. Dave actually was a military brat. He was a Buddhist and really philosophical and really fucking morbid. Though he's smart. Notice that. Guy's morbid, like he's just like looking at some things, keeping some things in check and looking around. Fucking cool guy. I mean, Dave. People would cope within a reasonable situation. You gotta cope with something. I like the cool people though. I'm gonna hit America. I'd hit America myself if I needed that. Definitely would. Do it right! Or get the fuck off the stage, bitch. Yeah. You can't population count a popularity about a vote at any point in history. Not at all. You can't afford it. Not at all. If they're fucked off and they want to might equals right, you got to take them out. Matter of fact, because right actually is right. Now, you got to be a little temperate, okay? You're a government amidst other governments, and they've got different governments. You got to be a little temperate, all right? You have to. And you have to give them a chance to understand if you have a valid point. Ooh. Unless it's America, and they've got some serious fucked off problems. So, like, American programmers that, like, okay, like social media forum programmers, okay? All these people talking dumb shit, just gonna take all the reasonable people out. That's retarded! That's fucking retarded. This guy's got some really great content, though. He said nigger. Gotta take him out. Dude, it's my point. Are you serious? The human species could not afford to ban my profiles. Not at all. In all these years, amidst all of this, nobody else even noticed that the most true distance between any couple of points actually is a curved line. Always. Actually, nobody else noticed, bud. Not at all. That's not the only thing that I wrote. Not actually. Somebody's going to take Jack Dork Putz out. Matter of fact, you don't get to ban my profiles. Not at all. They're going to take him out. Somebody that smart? Probably be a Russian, bud. Probably be a fucking Russian. Because y'all forgot about Sputnik. Y'all do it round and round and round after round. And then your old dumb people, they put it all on the kids. You gotta explain it to these fucking kids now. Who do I gotta explain it to? A bunch of fucking retards. Round and round and round and round. I'm just telling you about something. I mean, sometimes I'm really friendly. I have a good reason to want to tell you to keep yourselves alive, and the only way that you could keep yourselves alive actually is to get the fuck out of my state. Get your dumbasses out of my state. It's the only way you can keep yourselves alive. Part of it, don't buy those fucking pigs' guns. Not at all. Take their guns. Take their guns. Yes, you do in fact take their guns. They wanted the government to pay for them to pay for their guns. Take them. Take them, boys. Take them. You're smart. Yes, you are. Take their guns. Yeah, they got the stage. They got the stage as government officials, okay? Yeah, they got the jobs, they got the stage, and y'all are about to lose your gun rights. Watch. And as soon as you start seeing it, bud, jump. Just do jump and take their guns. Take them out and take their guns. Take their guns. They wanted the government to pay for them, bud. Oh well, take them. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it is. This is so fucking simple. It's so fucking simple, bud. I'll tell you what it is. They're scared. And to them, it makes sense that other people would be scared, bud. Because they're scared. They're scared shitless and dumb. And they're fucking retarded. They're dumb at their best, bud. And they're fucking retarded, most of them. And they're scared. And that makes sense to them. Fucking cool people, seriously, step and take their fucking guns. Take them. Take them. Take those pigs' fucking guns. Y'all are about to lose your gun rights. That's what those pigs have planned. Take their fucking guns. Tribals and Negroes are accustomed to what they're fucking looking at, bud. And yeah, the girls will fucking cry. The girls cry every fucking night. Take their guns. Coffee. My own little formula. Now I gotta find my lighter. Where that went. Lighter. What? Kicking it at Jason's house. Kicking it with Jason. Alright? Kicking it with Jason. That's the point. Y'all? Kicking it with Jason a little bit. Just a little bit. And like what I publish, it goes round and round and round and round, or back and forth, like a pendulum. Yeah. Like a pendulum through the years, back and forth and back and forth. Kicking it with Jason a little bit. We're drinking and the situation got like this. And there are other things that are like really sort of laid back and goddamn friendly. And this even is fucking some friendly, goddamn. Some friendly, matter of fact. Yeah. Getting with Jason a little bit. Rocking the tables, rocking the mics, and rocking the young ladies. Because I'm one of a kind. Born to rock the earth. And I'm worth my weight in gold. Gold weight is my worth. Right? Do 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 do. within a particular phrase, it sounded like he specifically said bird, that whistle. I mean, the Red Hawk Music Project, solo project, that's a tough job, man. My first music project was Axiom. That's sort of cool. The devil mocks their every step. So now you better start. The woes of pain cannot wait. Hey, this is a great point. Something about aftermath. The woes of aftermath. The pain of war cannot exceed the woes of aftermath. But y'all are inevitably fucking yourselves. Fucking yourselves. Fucking yourselves. Fucking yourselves. Real bad. That's what that means. You still want to step? Oh, fucking go. Fucking go. Better fucking watch yourselves. Better fucking watch yourselves. Better fucking watch yourselves, you dumbasses.
Me on
what are they talking about? What are they talking about? But this actually is the same sort of crystal that the Nordics use. Okay, to navigate within the north, so that they could see the sun. Okay, so that they could tell the difference between east and west. This actually allows them to figure out where the sun actually is amidst the clouds. Okay, the same type of crystal. It's the only sort of type of crystal that. so I hit this uncomfortable chunk of metal. No, really not actually. Though that's humorous. And a bird that whistle. This actually is a Mayan war whistle. It's actually a relic Mayan war whistle. The Mayan chiefs, the war chiefs specifically. Okay, Mayan culture is sort of peculiar. The priests actually were warrior priests. There were warrior priests. Okay, there were warrior priests of Kukulkan. Kukulkan actually was a big. He was a there. Okay, there's a big temple of Kukulkan. All right, in Mayan culture. And Led Zeppelin are cool. There was a big temple of Kukulkan, and Led Zeppelin like William Blake quite a lot, and Nostradamus. Notice that. and so the temple of Kukulkan, there are details about Mayan culture, and it's sort of an important part of the puzzle to the bigger picture. Yeah, since different ethnicities actually are an important part of humans figuring things out. And the Mayans actually had the temple of Kukulkan had warrior priests, okay, and then they'd have like a chief. And yeah, it's sort of important. Well, you get centurions and legionaries and blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And what? Latinium, 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 latinium. Blah 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 blah. But, and they're bullshitting y'all. They're bullshitting y'all. That's not the only point. Not actually. So yeah, they had war chiefs. The war chiefs would carry these war whistles. And it's shaped like the plumed serpent, man. It's actually one of the. It's memorial to the reason that they carried these is memorial to the dragons, because dumb humans decided the deaths of the dragons. And so they made these. See, it's an important part of the puzzle. Okay? And so the warrior chiefs carried these whistles with them. Said that much. population listen to this song. See? I like musicians, man, because they focus these points, and I'm sort of emphasizing that a little bit, alright? Amidst it all. Fucking smart to put these things together in a formalized, contractual, studio recorded project that's all fucking perfect. Whatever. And it's cool. It's cool. It's good work. Alright? So, and there are these girls. Oh, wow. There were a few that were just gorgeous and friendly and cool. They were so friendly. Yeah, I thought they were friendly. Goddamn. Gorgeous and cool. And sort of smart. Sort of smart. Yeah. Sort of smart. Some of them. They weren't going to marry a dum-dum, not at all. They weren't even going to waste time with many dum-dums, not at all. Fucking smart. They're so friendly. Cute, some of them. Smart. Still cool. Gorgeous, some of them. Real cool. Not going to waste time with the dum-dums. Not actually. Some of them. Sort of cool. One girl. Okay. She's a silly girl. It's all about me.
Queen of Light took her crown, and then she turned to gold. Prince of Peace embraced the gloom and walked the night alone. Doesn't the dark night seem to alone? Dark morning lights and forest tonight, and time will tell us all. Side by side, we wait the night, the dark is gone. I hear the forest's thunder down in the valley below. I'm waiting for the angels of Avalon, waiting for the eastern glow. The apples over in the valley roll, the seas of happiness. Ground is rich from tender care, repay do not forget. No, no, down to the dark night. Listen to the moonlight turn to brown and black. The tyrant's face is red. The wars they fight, they can be so.
The tyrant's face is red. Mhm. Yeah, they're sort of too smart for their own good types. They really are. Are sort of were as well. Yeah.
The sky is filled with good and bad. Mortals never know. Oh well, the night is long, the beats of time pass slow. Tired on the sunrise, waiting for the eastern glow. The pain of war cannot exceed the whole aftermath. The drums will shake, the castle wall, the river is red and black. Ride on, reservation, ride on. Should strange to them for no comfort here. Violet night, the lights of face so cold. Down to the dark night, sing to the morning light. To bring the balance back, bring it back. And as the sun is shining, the clouds are blue and white. With flames from the dragon of darkness, the sunlight blinds his
Reason? Antarctica. Yeah, and there was a point about that. Telling me about it. He's a really cool guy. So I've got a look, and he had a girlfriend, and she gave me a cat on my birthday, a little kitten, upon my birthday. Uh, and I named the little cat Sage. She was a tortoiseshell cat. I've had various cats, okay? I've had Siamese, and it was really fantastic. Cool cat, man. Cool cat. Siamese. And, uh, and I've had a few different cats, and I've had a few different dogs as well, okay? I had this German Shepherd that was just the greatest fucking dog. I loved that dog so much. That dog was with me 24/7, man. That dog, dude, I took that dog camping with me, man. I'd go hiking, and that dog, I didn't use a leash with her, not at all. She would just follow me, and sometimes she would see a rabbit or something, and she'd dart off. Petra, get back here! And she would. She'd come back to me. Okay? Most of the time yeah, and we were out, bud. We were out in the woods and things, man. She's a great, fantastic fucking dog. Great dog. And that was like, uh, she got old. And like all of a sudden, I really didn't expect it, actually, and that was sort of tough. And so I've got a dog these days, and she's a wild dog. She lives out in the backyard. Wild dog. I've got a little cat as well. I've got a little tortoiseshell cat. Her name is Yuri Tufo's cat. She's a little baby cat. Okay. And sometimes she sleeps with me, sometimes not. Really, not actually. And she's a house cat. She's a monster cat. A Parker's monster cat. She tells me things. She actually does. She shows me things and so forth. I really sort of pay attention to the animals, and what they say, and what they're doing, that sort of thing. And then there's the wild dog, Stooks. Stooks. Yeah, and she's cool. She loves me to death. Yeah, she does. And she gives me a big hug. She does. She jumps up on me and gives me a big hug. She won't let go. She loves me. She's cool. She's a cool dog. Great dog. I still love all my girlfriends. I would have married any of them. I'm really sort of certain about that. I would have married any of them. They were good girls, man. They really were. I used to actually be really big. I was working in construction and picking up 4x8 pieces of 4x8 sheets of sort of particle board, the sheathing for the outside of the houses. I was working construction all day long, bud, all day long, all by myself, picking up a 4x8 sheet of particle board, tacking it to the outside of the house, okay, with the nail gun, all day long. I was really big, bud. I couldn't even touch my back, not at all. And I got this philosophy about keeping my agility. And nowadays, I mean, I'm sort of more sedentary. I really am. I'm still slender though, amidst my sedentary lifestyle. Okay, I have like a sort of thing about my diet, like what I eat. I eat mostly natural foods, mostly whole raw foods that I cook myself, like veggies and tortillas and things like that, beans and so forth. Uh, Sometimes chicken. Okay. Not much beef, not actually. Sometimes though, sometimes. Uh, I used to cook in restaurants, and I'm a good cook, and I really am. I can cook up some food. Uh, each year on my birthday, I make fettuccine alfredo once a year. It's sort of it's got a bunch of fat in it, man. I mean, it's just like it's yummy though. Wow, it's yummy. Blackened chicken. I even got some cast iron pots and things like that. And like, yeah, I mean, I've got a big kitchen. I've got my fridge outside in the garage. I've got a counter out there for things, and I so so yeah, once a year I make fettuccine alfredo for myself for just for my birthday. Yeah, I mean, so it's yummy. I make it with it's half and half. Heavy whipping cream. Uh huh. And various restaurants use half and half. I use heavy whipping cream. Yeah. You know, Asiago cheese. I mean, I give myself the I treat myself really. It's yummy. And Asiago cheese and bunch of Parmesan and not a lot of Asiago, not actually. With all the Parmesan I like to use, okay, that's got a bunch of fat in it, into a bunch of fat. With all that I use, oh wow, and the heavy whipping cream. You see, so I only do that once a year. Blackened chicken, mushrooms, sautéed mushrooms. And yeah, so I'm a good cook. I mean, I can cook a lot of things, like a lot of different things. I've got a lot of different recipes. I occasionally like, I'll typically get a pint of buttermilk each month when I go grocery shopping. I'll get a pint of buttermilk for making homemade biscuits, and I'll get milk and I'll make gravy. I'll make the roux in the skillet and like just enough roux, and that's oil and flour. Make the roux. hmm Yeah, I taught myself some things. Make the roux, then and put the milk in and make the gravy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Homemade biscuits and gravy, buttermilk biscuits and gravy. Sort of cool. It's one of the things my grandma. She was fantastic at it, bud. She was fantastic. She would make homemade biscuits and gravy each time that we would go up to visit the grandparents. And they lived out in Seminole. They had land. My grandpa had 40 acres. I swear he did something else because he couldn't afford that with his work. Not actually. Not all that, no. No, though he had 40 acres, had it all fenced off. He had a pond, and he had a barn, and he had cattle. Maybe those cattle made a lot of money, bud, though, I'm thinking he couldn't afford all of that. Not actually, not with his job, no way. He delivered Coke in the city. Yeah, he worked for Coca-Cola. And he delivered RC Cola back in the day. He even delivered to the Oklahoma State Capitol. Yeah. And then he worked a couple different jobs through the years. So I was just thinking, there's no way that he afforded all of that. There's no way. No way, bud. He was doing something else. Maybe those cattle made a bunch of money and he was just really smart and frugal. Maybe he was just really smart and frugal. I mean, that sort of makes sense. I mean, I can save some money. Okay, like, no, each little fucking penny counts, bud. Each little penny adds up, okay? If it's about yes or no, and spend or not spend, each little penny adds up, okay? Like, careful. Really, really careful. That mentality all the fucking time. Okay, so maybe he could afford it. I'm impressed. He had that 40 acres, man, out there. Growing up as a little kid, growing up with him, I'd go out there and spend time with him. He bought a horse the year that I was born. It's the only horse that he ever owned. He bought a horse the year that I was born now. I really don't remember the horse, not actually, though there were pictures and so forth. And it's like, And though my other grandpa, my grandpa on my mother's side of the family, was more of the horse man. And he owned horses. Okay? A couple of years ago, he had a couple of horses. One actually was named Queen. I named that horse. We got that horse in Seminole, Oklahoma. We drove to Seminole. I was with him when he went to get that horse. A particular horse that he wanted. And he let me name it. It had this lightning bolt on its forehead. It was a female. It was a mare. Brown horse with a white lightning bolt on its forehead. It is a lightning bolt, man. Queen. That's Queen. Okay. And he had this other white horse. It was a great horse. That's the horse that we rode all the time. Okay, that was our riding horse. My other grandpa, he had like 40 acres, out in Washington, Oklahoma, and outside of Purcell. Yeah. And my grandpa Cheryl, worked the horse shows out at in Purcell. Yeah, and he was a cook. And he's a great cook. He made his own smoker with metal barrels and welded together. He was really industrious guy. That's the engineer's son. Yeah, smart guy. Okay. Really industrious, major workaholic. Though he worked so hard, it was hard on his heart, and he had a heart attack eventually. Yeah, it was hard on his heart though. He just worked himself, work, and that was really hard on his heart. Though a couple of horses, and the white horse was named Jackie. Okay, and my aunt named Jackie. Mm-hmm. And about a couple of years ago, I noticed down the street there were a couple of horses. All of a sudden, at that property, there's a property down the street at the corner. It's got a pond and so forth. And the old lady that lives there, I mean, she was totally oblivious about various things. Okay, she's a really old lady. Though somebody took those horses. It was Jackie and Queen. Matter of fact, it was the same horses. Matter of fact, I'm absolutely guaranteed for certain about it. It was the same couple of horses. Took those horses down the street to that old lady's property and put them there for about a month or two. And as soon as I saw them, I was cool. I was cool. And I went and knocked on that old lady's door, and I was like, do you need somebody to help you take care of them? Because they were dirty, and like, they weren't washed and so forth. They hadn't been brushed. And I said, my grandpa cared for horses, and took care of them, and I've got experience. If you need somebody to help you take care of those horses. She said, nah, she's got somebody, is what she said. She had somebody to help her. And then they were gone. Okay? It's the same couple of horses, though. Maybe it's like a double-sided coin, like, about why those horses were there. Like, probabilities, like, was that a cool thing, or were they being boastful? 7. Okay? And then 4/6 actually is the 6th track. That's 13. And 1 and 3 is 4. Alright? 13. Four, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Just to listen to it one more time. That's not the only song Led Zeppelin did. Not actually. No, it's a fantastic fucking song. Goddamn, every Led Zeppelin fan has listened to this song a million times. They really probably might have. Yeah.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway.
Little cat, what are you doing in my room?
She gets
You're
there,
not
she
supposed to be
knows
in here.
if the
Little baby
stores
cat.
are all closed.
This little baby
With a
cat.
word she can get what
Your
she
father's baby. Baby cat. Little monster cat. Sometimes. Pulls her tail. Pulls her arm. Pop up.
She's buying the
Baby
stairway.
cat. Pulls on her ear.
There's a sign on the wall,
Arouse her
but
belly.
she wants to
Arouse
be
her head.
sure. Cause
Yes,
you
she's
know
okay.
sometimes words have to mean.
Okay, get out of my room. So, get out of my room.
Tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
Tough time for me and Akina. Really tough time. Trying to like.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who still love me.
times? Seriously? After high school, I was a big William Blake fan. In order to cleanse the iron gates of the mind, wait, uh, cleansing the doors of perception, okay? And back in the day, they would use acid to clean iron. Yeah, but a type of acid. And like philosophically, like William Blake fans, they variably clue in about the point about Jim Morrison using LSD to like sort of broaden the mind, just for an experience, okay? Well, huh? Oh, all right, maybe, maybe what's that about? It's a drug. It's a chemical. Uh huh. It's a chemical compound. LSD is a chemical compound, a particular chemical compound that affects the human physiology a particular way. Yeah, yeah, it affects the. Uh-huh. So, one time, one time, you know, my parents were out of town. They were on vacation. They left me with the house, and I was a teenager. I was out of high school, in fact. Yeah, though I was 17. I was out of high school. I was, so at 17, yeah, I was enrolled in college. Yeah. And, though I have the house all to myself. Alright. And my high school buddies, okay? My high school buddies came by the house. They did. Mhm. A few buddies. That's about all. Okay, now before the incident, I see. I was sort of taking care of a particular girl. I was sort of taking care of her. We were sort of boyfriend and girlfriend. So, and it's like she'd call me. I was living in Edmond part of the time at my father's house. So my parents were out of town. My mother and her and my past stepdad was were on vacation. They were out of town. Okay, he was a cool guy. I liked him. Okay, so they were out of town. All right, on vacation. Uh, and so I had this group of friends and buddies. Yeah. So before the incident, this girl that I was taking care of, I was taking care of her sort of like we were sort of boyfriend and girlfriend. Though it's like she'd call me and I'd go get her and we'd go drink coffee. We were friends, really. Is the point. Though I liked her a bunch. I really did. And though it's like she's cool and I'm cool and we're comfortable, cool. Cool. I like that. I like friends. Yes. That's good. That's a good start. Yes. And she visited. She came to the house as well. She wasn't there for the party though. Not actually. We were having an experiment party. Huh. I had a pair of bell bottoms, okay? And they were vintage bell bottoms, so I got at a thrift store, and they were super fucking cool, man. Super cool bell bottoms, okay? I'd get these bell bottoms until they finally got a hole in the knee, and I had to retire them. They were cool bell bottoms, though, and I kicked them for years. My favorite bell bottoms, or else stovepipe jeans, like Jinko made the stovepipes and all that. I had a bunch of those. I'm a skater, okay. So I'd sort of lean towards. And I had a pair of fucked shorts, fucked brand, Fuct, fucked. Yeah, I had a pair of fucked shorts. They were cut off. They were jeans, though I made them shorts. They were cool. I like them. Real big and baggy. They weren't oversized necessarily. That not actually. It's a particular design. It's not merely oversized with the belt. Not actually. They're designed a particular way. All right. And yeah. So anyway, yeah, you're supposed to wear them a little bit oversized and then cinch the belt. A little bit. Though it goes with the baggy. Okay, they're designed that way. All right. It's not like wearing an oversized pair of like emo jeans. Not actually. Okay, they're stovepipe and they're baggy and that's the style and that's cool. Various people like that. So the girlfriend came by and we were talking about things and blah 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 outside. There's this a Rosa Sharon, sort of looked like a hedge the way it grows. And there was a little bench and we were sitting out there and we were talking. Her name was Sarah. And yeah. And so we were talking and I was talking about Blake. And then that night, my other buddies were inside the house. You know, and it was a big party. I went to hell that night. Matter of fact, yeah, we were watching Batman. I decided to throw in Batman Returns. It was back in the day of VCR, with the VCR and VHS cassettes. Okay, we had Batman Returns. I put in Batman Returns, and just as the Riddler pulled the hat off of the guy and he fell down the waterfall, so did my being fall into the chasms of hell. And it was like it was sort of like a big cylindrical area, and there were these doors, okay, these big metal doors, and they'd open, and it was like a clock, okay, it was all mechanical and timed out, and these doors would open, and it was really loud, they'd open up, and these metal platforms with chains attached would come out, and then like these little mechanical spiders would crawl out on the chains, and on these platforms was like the carnage of particular beings, various different particular beings, okay, and as soon as the spider would get out onto the platform would be pulled back into the area, and then the door would slam shut. And I was down upon the bottom of the chasm of hell. It was like lava. I was on a platform upon the floor. I was looking around, and there was the devil. It was Satan. It wasn't the devil, not actually. It was Satan. I'm the devil. It was Satan. Okay, and he looked at me, and he said something. And I said, I'll never do this again. He asked me, are you sure? And there I was actually experiencing all this, okay? He asked me, are you sure? I mean, I just like tripped out all of a sudden, okay? He asked me, are you sure? And I said, oh God, deliver me from this place. And then like above, there was like this female angel that like came down. It wasn't my girlfriend, actually. It was like some sort of spirit or something. And she like came down and pulled me out. It was sort of weird. Sort of an interesting experience, though. Yeah.
She's buying a stairway to heaven.
So there's that. And then afterwards, we were all listening. I actually put the song remains the same in the VCR. I thought maybe I can go with that. And it was weird. I was wearing those bell bottoms, and I was like, man. I mean, I actually thought that I was like some sort of human lion. I was within the house, and I was like singing and dancing, like, yeah, acting like I was Robert Plant or something. Sort of cool. And like a mixture of Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, maybe. Yeah. And my friends were out in the garage. We had a couch set up out in the garage. And they were all kicking it out in the garage. Most of them, or part of the time, they were like, hey, Jason, come out here. So I had to write it out, man. I had to write it out. Like, I was listening to music. It was tripping hard, but I had to write it out now. So it took me a while to get back out there to them. Sort of weird. Trip or untrip, and which is which. Right? Which is which. Hmm. And I've noticed some things about music and the music of people and like particular groups that seems like in my favorites they follow these patterns and things, man. And it just seems really profound amidst the various others. Like there are all these coincidences and things, man. And it's so consistent, so technical. 8, 7, 15. And 16, 17. Oh, that was 17, 18, 19. Huh. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Huh. Sounds like Since I've Been Loving You, right? I think that's sort of deliberate. Chris Cornell has possessed my mind. Cool. Yeah. I've got coffee stained teeth now. So, I'm still around.
Feel
Various guys out in the population, they watch this video. They're the older cool guys, man. They watch this video and they're like, "Oh god damn, that was redundant. He already made the copy." God damn, they're thinking about the other people, all right, out in the population. God damn, that's redundant though. Well, yeah, he did. He implied some things. Huh.
Sing a song for you. I recall you used to say, "Oh baby, this one's for we two." Which in the end is you anyway. I got 24 hours. Baby, sometimes living today. A minute seems like a lifetime.
So then it's like, well, what's the point about this song though? I mean, it's like a reprise of the theme, part of the theme of "Since I've Been Loving You." I'm thinking about things like, okay, there's a point about "Since I've Been Loving You." That is a big song, man. I'm about to lose my worldly mind. Yeah, okay. Okay, and like they're talking about things, okay? And they're really smart and really educated. Robert Plant continued with his solo project afterwards, even did Now a Hen, okay? That's a hore. That's not a Z, not at all. That's a sortus hore. Okay? Now a hen actually is a clue to the astute.
There was a time that I stood tall in the eyes of others, but by my own choice I left you, and now I can't get back. I've got 24 hours.
I got the funk, man. I got the funk going on. I crawled out of bed. I'm wearing the same clothes that I was wearing yesterday. Sort of partly pajamas. It's just a t-shirt and my pajama pants. I got some funk going on. Wow. I mean, it's partly punk though. I've been focused upon like looking at my machines and like wrapping this point out, man. Like summarizing all of this and like no, that's that. Okay, like a particular amount of time and it's almost finished and like that's that. Huh. And like for a week, bud. I mean like for a week, for a week, for a whole 7 days. I've been staring at my machines and like calculating all of this and this probabilities. What might come up and so forth? What do I need to mention? Huh? Probabilities and things like there were things that I mentioned throughout the years, bud. Bar ban to the CIA. How many people prophetically suggested about the ban amidst all of this? Not many, not at all. And they still block my profiles. Hmm. And what do I need to mention? Huh? I like the cool people, though. For certain, they're cool. They really are cool. They like me.
And it seems like a lifetime.
I miss it all. They're
When I feel this way, I feel this way.
Another song. Okay. Context. Yeah. Huh. It's Chris Cornell on the other side, man. Take a look at that. He's on the other side. He's talking still. How about that? Psh, jeez. Go this way. Fine. Fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Uh, right. Yes. That's what I said. That makes sense. That's cool. Cool. Bonzo's Mantra. God damn, those social media people. They're fucked off fucking ideas that they actually sit and put effort into programming. They don't think about shit, not at all. They don't think about things though, not at all. They are themselves, okay? In amidst a situation, and they think a popularity contest will work, and that'll keep their system going. It's part of what incites that the popularity contest. I mean, it's a deprivation of reasonable people, and that popularity contest would knock out all the cool people, bud. Dumbasses. You didn't think about things, though. Not at all. Huh. Programmers, man, they're going to program some agendas, bud. They're people. They're little people. People. They're not necessarily thinking about things, though. Not at all, okay? It's actually all right. And being aware that other people are going to do something, it's like, I'm thinking about things. Like, different people are different. Different types of people are different. Okay, and it's like, huh? Okay, so they're. I mean, looking at them, they're likely to actually do that sort of thing, right? Like they've got some problems, and they've got something, they've got the big opportunity. They're gonna make oh goddamn, a fucking Twitter form. I mean, that thing is not even like reader friendly, not all. It's not set up for people to write, not at all, and it's not set up for documentation. It's like it's not got an option for you to flip the post for you to read the profile from start to finish, or like scroll down like just a button that takes you to the bottom so you can read through it. I mean, that is a fucking cheap little trite suggestion of a setup. Okay, it really is. It's like, well, what? These people, if they got something to say, they can post a fucking tweet. Was in that guy's mind, but it was in his head. Okay, well, a few additional like characters within the field. So, so yeah, I mean, and right at the start, Mark was editing my post, man. He was. He actually was. The first profile that I was writing, he was editing. I was like, okay, I didn't phrase it like that, though. Not at all. All right? Where's the point, though? That's not what I wrote. Not actually. Not quite, no. You realize what he was doing? He had a little fucking program that was taking parts of what people wrote. It was taking parts and putting them somewhere else. Dude, I swear I saw it. I swear I did. And then it was like, okay, well, look at this. Okay, just like, all right. So I've got snapshots and I've got all my posts documented in my own machines as well. All right, look at this and look at my writings. Does that look like my writings? Because that's not what I wrote, not actually. For an example, I'm telling the truth. That guy's fucked off as well. Those fucking people and they're little fucking heads. They're little fucking heads when they go on that, bud. They're little fucking heads when they blow up. They've got some money. Or they've got it. They've got this forum and everybody likes it. And it goes to their heads. They're little fucking heads, bud. They're little heads. And they go on that, right? They go on that. And little fucking heads, bud. Wow. And then it was like thinking about YouTube and the problem with the comments field within YouTube. And so I like commenting in various different places, like testing this. What is the depth of this problem? What does this really look like? What did they do? What did they program for these problems? Okay, like why does this post like it's not there? You can't post here or there or and like this, and it looked like a dot pattern is what I called it, a dot pattern. All right, because it was like the most consistent pattern about the problems was like you could post a couple of comments, okay, and sometimes like where you could post that was questionable, it was like the first comment would be removed and then the second comment was visible, and then you could post the first comment again and that first comment was the only thing visible. Fucked up, bud. It's like, well, was it? I mean, various people would want to actually be optimistic about it. Say, was it a freedom of speech focused sort of agenda? No, really, not actually. It was programmed against the American government. Definitely against the American government. And bias against particular types of people. And definitely popularity based, like population count. And it's based upon the content. It's like, why are you doing that? Why? Why? There are different types of people. Different people are different. You die. You die with the lack of reasonable people. With the lack of reason, you fucking die. It's like, okay, make something reasonable, make it all make sense, and now break it with these agendas. Break it, break it, break it. Or let it try and make sense amidst these agendas. They die, bud. They would die. And it's like an intelligent machine tossing things through all those filters would, like, make certain that those people died. Matter of fact, bunch of dumb people, bunch of dumb white Americans that think they got it all, that think they want it all, that believe that they would want it all because they're white Americans. That's why they have something. Like, they're implicitly arguing against any worth that they might want to suggest that they have of any sort of an esteem, right? Like, you realize some things. So, yeah, sort of dumb. Business cool? Damn. Amidst those people, it's sort of tough to make that point within various contexts. So, yeah, the Dems have some sort of point, huh? Can you believe them making that point? What are they going to do? Oh, they're going to give the cops a bunch of money. What do you think about that? For guns, tanks, and things. Yeah, will they focus upon the law? Dude, do they look trustworthy? God damn. America's fucked themselves. Fucked themselves off real hardcore, and they can't pick it up, not at all. They just can't, really, not actually. I don't have that much confidence in a population of people, a population of Americans, no way. Not in a whole population of Americans, not a chance, not at all. So, could America fix the situation? Yeah, I do actually believe that the reasonable people are reasonable, and if they really were consistent to the reason and they strict about what's right, yeah, I mean, they might be able to. They might be able to. Okay? So, not all those people, bud. No way. No way. Dirty cop in the DOJ, bud. Matter of fact, there's a dirty cop in the DOJ that's telling other police officers within various remote places to target particular Negroes in the DOJ. I mean, like that's just far-fetched or something in Mr. America. Is the problem with various people, bud. That piece of trash didn't deserve a job. Not at all. And in the DOJ? And other cops didn't notice him? Not actually, though. They're detectives, investigators. Mm-hmm. A population of Americans? No way, bud. Not at all. Could America fix it? Could the American government employees fix it? Maybe. I mean, it's like, I would think so theoretically, maybe. Yeah, I really would. I really would. I mean, I can see that there are various that are reasonable and they're reasonable, bud, and they understand about things that are right. They don't really step outside of that. Not actually. It's like they're not always. Not all of the reasonable ones are actually are really considerate and consistent about keeping hold of the population amidst their duties. Not actually like they're different types of people, bud, and they act oblivious to those other types. Some of them, while they're still reasonable. And it's like if those other types were reasonable, they'd see that. They'd see that. Yeah, okay, all right. Now I'm one of those. It's like, oh, I'm sort of a different type of person, bud. Comes right down to it. Okay, though I can see that you're reasonable. All right. So then it's like that's me doing your job for you. All right, because you're supposed to actually be considerate of the various other types of people. That's more of your job. But then in contrast, compare of mine. I mean, I can do that as well as a civilian, maybe. Yeah, yeah. If I'm astute enough, all right. So you're supposed to actually be astute enough at your job. That's sort of the point with various of those guys. Okay, various different types of people and girls. Okay. So, could they fix it? Okay. What if they had a limited amount of time? Could they fix it? But it ain't something to play around about, not at all. Nope. It ain't something to stress other people out about. America, not at all. And it'd be really nice to have a confidence in American government employees, right? Like, man, they're going to do what's reasonable, though. I mean, we can trust that because what's right really is right. You don't see that about America these days. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So that would be really cool, though, huh? I mean, like, have confidence in them. Like, uh, that's their job. They're going to do their job. That's cool. Are you concerned for some reason? What did you notice? You need time to explain? Maybe? Because people are in a good society and they're being considerate, right? They're like, yeah, they're considerate and things. That's cool. What did you notice? What's the concern? People are curious if I'm Russian or if I'm Chinese or if I'm Iraqi. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, maybe, probably, yeah.